Today we're going to talk about what is house sitting, who it is suitable for, and how to get started.
I'm Colin.
I'm Karyo.
We are the House Hoppers. We've been full-time house sitting now for 5 years. We're currently in London on our 109th sit, can you believe it?
Been going for a long time.
We're looking after two lovely West Highland Terriers, two Westies. And we get asked quite often, how did we start house sitting? How did we get into it? And people want to know how could they get into it. So we thought we would do a quick video going over the basics. If you want to become a house sitter, how to get started.
We will do more house sitting content in the next few weeks. So if this interests you, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any videos. And towards the end of the video, we will go through the main house sitting platforms that you can join and how much they cost. And the good news is that there is one currently that is free. So stay tuned for that.
So what is house sitting?
Well, it's an arrangement when somebody stays in another person's home when the other person is away on holiday or for work and looks after the property and the pets. It is done as an exchange for free accommodation. The homeowner gets home care and pet care, and the house sitter gets free accommodation.
It's fair exchange, no money changes hands.
There is also paid house sitting, but we're not going to talk about that today.
Yeah, what does confuse some people is that almost always there's a pet involved. So
Yeah.
pet sitting and house sitting are the same thing.
So what kind of qualities does one person need to have to be a house sitter?
To be a good house sitter, you need to be an animal lover. You need to be respectful, responsible, trustworthy, all the good attributes of a human being, really.
Yeah. And you also need to have the time to allocate for this. So you need to sleep in the property overnight and you need to spend some time with the pets during the day. That's either taking them out for a walk if they're dogs or at home during the day. It doesn't mean you need to be at home all the time, but if you are going to be out all the time for work or for leisure, then that's not going to work. The only exception are house sits without pets. Then you can be out all day long. You still have to sleep there overnight though.
And the duties, the things you have to be prepared to do whilst you're on a house sit. Most important is to look after the pets. That's absolutely the number one importance. And also obviously look after the house. Keep the house tidy. Secure. So make sure when you go out, everything's locked up. And most homeowners like an update quite regularly whilst they're away. Some people will say every day. Some people will say every other day. Occasionally they say, I'm on holiday, just don't bother. No news is good news.
Yeah, only on emergencies, give me a call.
Yeah, so just follow the homeowner's lead, really. Whatever they tell you they want, follow that lead.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it also depends on the length of the stay. If they're likely to be away for just 1 or 2 days, every day is fine. If it's a month, every other day might be a better option. So why do we house sit? Why do we enjoy house sitting so much?
Well, for us, the main reason is because we love to travel, and house sitting makes travel much more affordable.
Yeah, and there's lots of other reasons people like to be house sitters. Some people maybe are living in a small flat and they like the space every now and then to get into a big space. Some people like just a holiday, so just once a year for a week or 2 weeks, they'll go somewhere by the country or by the seaside or somewhere completely different from where they're living.
But it's also a financial thing. So when you go on holiday or when you go on slow travels like we are, a huge chunk of your finances gets eaten away by the accommodation when you pay for hotels or Airbnbs. So this makes it much more affordable.
When we first gave up our permanent address, the plan was to travel. That was always our plan. And for the first almost a year, we did that by booking Airbnbs for accommodation, which was great. We loved it. But it was definitely getting expensive, wasn't it? Quite quickly, we realised it was getting really expensive to do. And then we discovered house sitting, and the difference is astonishing. The amount of money that we save just by not having to pay for the accommodation is huge.
And we do have the budget series that we do a video every month which shows our expenses. If you're interested, I can give you an idea of what kind of expenses we have. And what you will see is that on the months that we actually end up booking an Airbnb or a booking.com, the budget just gets blown.
Yeah.
The rest of the time it's fine. You also have all the homely comforts with house sitting, including the kitchen, which means that you don't need to go out all the time for food. You can cook at home, and that saves a lot of money as well.
Yeah.
And it's actually healthier as well.
Yes, staying in somebody's house is infinitely better than staying in a hotel because it's just more comfortable. Like
Yes.
Carrie says, you get a nice kitchen, fully equipped, always a more comfortable bed,
Oh yeah.
bigger TV screen, everything about the normal
And
home comforts.
it's not a sterile environment like it's in a hotel. Another advantage is that we get to meet people and live like locals. So we always meet the hosts, sometimes the neighbors, the friends, other family members. And you create a community, like a house sitting community. You also get information about what to do locally from the hosts and the friends. And this is something you don't get when you book a hotel.
People often think that we're on holiday all the time, and I can see why people have that idea, but it's definitely not. Obviously, you've got a responsibility. You've got the responsibility of looking after the house, and you've got the responsibility of the pets, most importantly, which you don't have when you're on holiday. But that's not to say you can't enjoy seeing different areas. If you're looking after a cat, you can be out for 6, 7, 8 hours. With a dog, it's different. But when we have dogs, we normally take them with us wherever we go. We go to have a coffee, take the dogs with us. We like walking, take the dogs with us. So there's no reason you can't have dogs and not be out and exploring the area that you're staying in.
So can anybody house sit?
Well, I think yes, really. Almost everybody can house sit if they want to. But that's not to say everybody wants to, because obviously some people don't want to take on the responsibility whether they go on holiday or whether they're away from home. But there's other reasons. Some people just can't because maybe they've got an allergy to pets. Some people are scared of dogs, so they wouldn't want to take on a dog. But that's not to say if you've got an allergy for cats, you can still do it with dogs, or if you're scared of dogs, you can still do it with cats.
Yeah.
There's not many people that can't do this if they really want to.
In reality, yes.
Yeah, people say to us, I've got my own pet, can I take my own pet along? And some homeowners are happy with that. It will reduce your opportunities for sure.
Yeah.
But people do. Quite a few people take the dogs along with them when they do house sitting.
Yeah. And for us, because we've been doing this for several years now, it's like second nature. It doesn't feel like, it is a responsibility, but it doesn't feel like work or anything. We still find plenty of time to do what we want and go where we want.
Yeah. And obviously house sitting means different things to different people. So for us, it's a full-time thing. This is what we do all the time. 365 days a year, we're on a house sit normally. Lots of other people just do it for a week a year, 1 week a year. They want a holiday. They live in the city, they want to go to the beach, or they live by the beach and they want to go to the countryside, and they just use house sitting as an affordable way to take a break somewhere differently. So you are a reliable, trustworthy, responsible person. We haven't put you off. You really want to start at the house sitting. How do you go about it?
Well, the easier way is to join a platform. There are many house sitting platforms, so there's plenty of choice. There are free ways also to get houses, and that is through social media, through Facebook groups.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth as well, and obviously repeat seats. So you go and house that for somebody and they may contact you directly rather than going through a platform. The Facebook groups are very popular, but to be successful with that, you have to have some reviews already. So it's something that can become more applicable as you build your profile, and then you can apply directly through that. We'll go through some of the platforms towards the end of the video, but just to say that there are platforms that are, international, but there's also some country-specific platforms as well.
Yeah, and most platforms work in a similar way. As a homeowner, you want a sitter, so you create a profile and you tell them about your location, and the pets that you have, hopefully with pictures, because they're the best ones with pictures of the house, because
Yeah.
sitters like to know where they're going to stay. And then the sitters do a similar thing. You create a profile selling yourself, if you like. It's a bit like a dating agency. You just try to match each other with a good fit. The homeowner has got to be happy to have you, and you've got to be happy to go to stay at the homeowners.
Our advice to new house sitters is to apply for some local short-term seats first, so that you can quickly build your profile with reviews.
Even better if they're last minute, because if you can get a last minute short sit, almost instantly you can get your first review. You can go next Thursday, do a 2-day sit, and by next weekend you've got your first
Yes.
review. That's the way to do it.
And actually now it's a very, very good time to start, because people are booking their holidays for the summer, so there's a lot of house sitting opportunities. So early summer and the pre-Christmas period are really hot, full of house sit opportunities. So it's a good time to start.
Yeah, and you might be saying, well, I don't want to sit locally. Why would I want to go around the corner to do a house sit? And that's fair enough. But reviews are everything in this game. You really need reviews.
And before you apply for a sit, you have to be clear about what kind of house sit do you want. Do you want to be in a city? Do you want to be in the countryside? Do you want to look after dogs, cats, fish, everything? Or do you want to be in a petless house sit? So that's really important. Making the right choice will mean that you avoid disappointment.
Yes. And also, because when you first start, especially, it's really easy to get carried away and just apply for everything, not thinking that.
And then when you get there, you think, oops, there's no amenities here, there's no access to a supermarket, all the dog barks a lot or whatever. So you have to be clear about that.
Some people love going on massive hikes, and they love really energetic dogs that they can take out. We like dogs up to a medium size, I would say.
Like the ones we're looking after
and some
now.
people might think, oh, that's a bit of a cop-out. But for us, it's just knowing.
You just have to choose what
you
you're
want.
comfortable with.
Yeah, so we'll do cats. We're happy to do indoor or outdoor cats. We're happy to do small to medium dogs, 2 maximum. Again, some people don't mind taking on 4 or 5 dogs. It's not for us at all.
Birds, fish, you name it. Lizards, we've done lizards.
We definitely wouldn't take on a horse. But we might be tempted to take on a donkey. You know, you see these different things.
Every animal is different. So let's have a look at some of the house sitting platforms and how much they cost.
Yeah, as we said before, there's quite a few. The main one that everybody always knows about when you mention house sitting is Trusted House Sitters. And had you asked us 3 years ago, we'd have said definitely go for Trusted House Sitters. We were absolute big fans. But unfortunately, over the last 3 years, maybe slightly longer, they've been bringing out extra costs, extra rules, and they've been upsetting some sitters.
You can see our video that we've done 6 months ago about the new booking fee that the Trusted House Sitters introduced.
I'll add a link to that up here.
That has upset a lot of people.
It really has. We're not knocking Trusted House Sitters. It's a good site, as in it's the biggest. There's no denying it's definitely got the most options. The downside is Trusted House Sitters is the most expensive platform out there. And also recently they've added this new charge on. So it's the only platform now that charges per booking. They've got a 3-tier system, and for 2 of those tiers you have to pay extra on top of your membership fee for each booking. And that's the only platform that does that now.
Another option is House It Match.
Again, it's in over 100 countries. It's a big platform.
It's a big platform, not as big as Trusted House Sitters, but also not as expensive. And they don't have the additional booking fees.
No, and the customer service of House It Match is fantastic. Everybody says its big selling point is when you need it, they're there to help you. They've got your back.
Yeah. We actually have discount codes for both Trusted House Sitters and House It Match, but we're not here to say go with this or go with that. So we're not really promoting.
No, do your own research
and see what you're happy with. There's cheaper options still. There's Mind My House, which is like fixed price for a year, £22. There's House Sitters UK for £29 a year, so much cheaper, but they're also much smaller. Now there's a very small, very new one as well that appeared a few months ago.
Yeah, brand new.
It's called Global Pet Sitting, and as we mentioned at the beginning, this is the free one. They're doing it to build a profile, and for the first 3,000 members, it's free for a year.
Definitely going to have fewer opportunities, but it's totally free. You got nothing to lose. It'd be a really good way to join and just get a feel of how the system works.
And test the water as well, see if it is for you, and then you won't have any charges. Now, if you are already using a platform, if you are already a house sitter and you're watching this, let us know in the comments, which one do you use, which one do you prefer, what's your experience so far?
Would you recommend one? You know, we've used a couple, but we haven't used them all. So which one do you use, and do you recommend it?
It'll be interesting to see the comments. And as we said at the beginning, we'll do more house sitting content soon. So let's see what your views are as well.
If you found this interesting and informative, please do like and subscribe. It really helps us to grow the channel.
And we'll be together again in a few days' time.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.